So I was sitting here thinking today, and I try to watch a lot of my favorite people and get motivation about this. So I figured it's something that all of you bring up to me, and it's something that I struggle with as well, which is what to talk about, how to start, what's holding you back. And whether it's a job that you're in that you don't want to be in, whether it's a business that you just started, maybe you're getting started on YouTube and you're not sure what the next moves are, or it's just something that you want to do and see if you could ever make money at it or have it in your life as part of your life. And I started out just kind of by accident falling into making videos, and my channel really hasn't taken off. I mean, right now I have like 200 subscribers, which I get for some of you that's probably more than you have. And it's funny because I'm actually really good on video, and I have a ton of video content that has never been published. But I keep saying to myself, like, why are you not starting? Why are you not putting it out there? I find myself making excuses, and what's funny is I always tell other people, like, oh, that's just an excuse. But in reality, I make a lot of my own excuses. And some of it I want to say is because of other people, and really it is, but it's because I have let them create either tasks or problems in my life. If you kind of put your foot down and you teach people, 1, how to treat you, 2, how to prioritize your time, it will change for you. Things will change, because before I just kind of let people say and do whatever, and I would just go along with, like, if they wanted to change plans. I remember I had a boss one time, and I would do things one way, and then he would come back and make me do it a completely different way, the same thing I just did, and I would spend hours on these projects, sometimes days, and he had no care in the world. But I knew that I was doing something that was completely inefficient and a waste of my time, and as a person, a human being, it's like, why am I wasting my time working for you or doing something for you and you don't even care? And so I've started to try to figure that out with my own time. I've even had to turn down certain jobs or clients because I knew that it would take more of my time. And it's because I've started working with several of them, and then once I get into their businesses, I'll see that it needs a lot more work. And a lot of people just aren't willing to put in the time to make something better. And a lot of times it's just time. It doesn't have to be money. But the key is, if you say, I don't have the time, then you'd have to have the money so that somebody else can make their time to make your dream a reality. So you either have time or you have money. I mean, that's like my thought on it. But it's more of getting started. For me, I'm trying not to make any more excuses, and I want to do more live videos. I want to be putting videos out more often, and I've just kind of put the brakes on my business and stepped back and said, I'm not going to put all my content out there. But really it hurt me in the end, because I don't know, I had this client, and it really pisses me off, honestly, that I've worked for them for a while, and there was a lot of things for a long time that I did for them for free, just because I really cared about them and I believed in what I could do. And still to this day, when I hear them say things like, they said something to me the other day, so, well, I could let you go and get someone else. And I was thinking, well, that's why they're just collecting money up front from you, and I'm not collecting money up front from you, because I know what I'm doing, and I'm putting those things in place for you to have something long term. Because what's funny is I'm starting to see a lot of these consultants and people saying, I provide my services, which is fine. I provide services. It's how you do it. When you're going in and telling people, pay me all this money up front, and I'm going to make you all these promises and get you all these things, I don't know. I just feel like if you're able to come up with those results, it's not just a bunch of random snapshots you send me and a bunch of big talk. And let's be real, we can all put up a website. So anyone can look as big as they want. I've tried to be really genuine in myself and the things that I have. I am very blessed, and I do live a very blessed lifestyle, but I try not to say like that's what life is about, because there's a lot of ugly struggles that go on throughout my week. And You know, even right now, I'm so pissed that I've let a lot of activities, both personal and business, get in the way of my happiness and my success. And I was just looking, I was like, man, it's been a year since I started making videos and I'm not where I want to be. Something's got to change. Are you somewhere that you don't want to be? Are you with someone you don't want to be with? Are you with an employer that just sucks? I mean, what if you're an employee and you don't want to be there? Or what if you're the boss of a business and you don't want to do that business anymore? Maybe you don't have that passion anymore. It really takes a ripple effect on your employees as well as your business if you don't think about those things. So, you know, put yourself in someone else's shoes, but give you an update of like the things that I have going on. You know, I run 2 companies. I run my company, and then I also run another company that we sell a product for. And I'll probably mention that on here at some point. I just haven't yet. If you've seen my videos, you probably could pick it out. But I'm sometimes shy just like you, and I'm trying to plan. Anyways, oh my gosh, my RV has been the RV from hell from the beginning of last year. I went through a really bad car accident. You know, I forget about this, but I went through a really bad car accident. A lot of you don't know that. I was getting 12 shots in my back, you know, every other week. I had to go to the doctor 3 times a week, and it just got really hard for me to make my videos, and I was just really depressed. And, you know, it's taken a long time to come from that. And I don't want you to get depressed, because don't let, you know, other people or their priorities get in the way of like what you want, because there is like another piece of the puzzle. There is a positive side on it. Definitely come a long way. And even now, like part of it, I feel like maybe I don't make my videos is because I'm not happy. You know, maybe it's because I'm not where I want to be, and it's because I've let other people control that. And, you know, when I left corporate America because I was tired of these other people controlling that. If you want a change, you have to be the change, you know? I'm such a crybaby. I cry like all the time. Both good and bad. Like, I cry for happy things and I cry for sad things. I cry for happy things like all the time. And I cry for sad things all the time. And it doesn't have to be me. It can be somebody else's stuff too. Like the Las Vegas stuff, that's just really tore me up, because that's like my second home when I'm not here in Atlanta, and I have friends and family there. And a lot of you know in my videos, you've seen that I'm in Vegas sometimes, and it was really hard to watch unfold on social media. But going through what I've gone through in my RV and going through my wreck, and then I got another RV, and I'm so over people and your customer service. Some of the largest, actually the largest camping place in America has made my life a living hell. Seriously. It's been a year. I bought an RV from them back in February, and see, it's okay to cry. Like, you can cry if you want to. And I remember my boss was telling me I couldn't cry, and look, I'm crying now, and I'm totally gonna put this out on my video, and I don't care, because I can. And I hope you watch this one day, watching me cry, making money off you watching my video. So, anyways, taking a break from that. If you can't tell, like, I seriously hate corporate America just because of how they made me feel, and they wouldn't let me be myself, and I was forced to be in some shell. And trying to just get through this. What was I saying? The RV people. Oh, they make me so mad. You know, I would go to them all the time and expect them, if I drop my RV off, it shouldn't take 6 weeks to get an RV back, or 4 weeks, or 2 months, or, I mean, my gosh, it took like 3 months one time to get my RV back, and now I still don't have my RV. I dropped it off about 4 weeks ago, and it's just the run around. Like, you could just get tired. I'm paying for something I never get to use. I pay for insurance, I pay for note on it, and then by the time I actually use it, it costs even more money. So I just get tired of it, and I'm so over you. And, you know, I have a plan. It's a big plan, but you'll find out soon. Anyways, yeah, so if you want to get started, you have to stop letting other people and their priorities get in your way, and you have to put your priorities first and say, okay, where do I want to go, and are the things that I'm doing getting me a step closer to where I'm trying to be. If you're trying to do YouTube videos, are you putting out YouTube videos? If you're trying to do blog posts, are you actually putting out blog posts? And one thing that I feel like a lot of people do is they say like, oh, I'm gonna wait, or I'll do it all at one time, and they're like always planning. And I get really guilty of that, is always planning. And kind of a game changer was hiring people and being able to outsource my task, because I did find that I was trying to do a lot by myself and not relying on other people to help me. The hardest part is actually training them to kind of go forward for you. And you know, I always have like these little dogs. I always have to go let out all day. So like I said, my life, why I never get anything done, because everybody else's priorities. So yeah, we're gonna try to start putting these out way more often, because I'm over it at this point. I don't care if I put out a video every day and it's a shitty video. I feel like at the end of 30 days, it won't be shitty anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because I put this video out, quality over quantity and quantity versus quality, and I really feel like if you want to get started on something, just putting yourself out there and doing what you really do the best, which is what, you know, I want to be myself. I don't want to be fake. If I cry, I cry. If I don't cry, I don't cry. But you're a real person and I'm a real person, so why should I have to hide that anymore? Especially if I work for you at a corporation, why can't I be myself? Why can't I check a little personal email here or there, or get on my phone and make a phone call? I don't want to be on your time schedule. The world doesn't have to operate in a 9 to 5, because when they do, it's kind of counterproductive. You know, if you're working a 9 to 5, because you're working in that time schedule of 9 to 5. So you have to kind of like pave your own way for how you want to go on this. It's really up to you to pave your path and not choose what someone else has for you, whether that be college or a corporate job or starting your own job. It depends what you want. So that's my advice. If you want to build a relationship with other entrepreneurs and people like myself, you can join my Facebook group and my page, and I'll put a link to that in below. And if you have questions about getting started on social media or your business, I have those guides as well below on the Work With Me area, so you can check those out. And if you have questions, I would love to hear them. Please put them in the comment section. I'm signing out. This is Brandi of blogginbrandi.com, where you can find tons of free resources to help you brand your business and maybe some blogs. So subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.